I first come to know of Kickstarter through my students at NYU Graduate Film School. I've been teaching there for the last 15 years. I'm also artistic director of the film school. And NYU grad is 3 years. It's a master's program, and my students are only the third-year students who were 30 do your thesis film. And a lot of my students were utilizing Kickstarter to get the completion funds for their film. And the amounts were $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. So I never ever saw that as a way that I could use it. And then my TA, his name is Julius Pryor, third generation Morehouse man, like I am. My TA, he said, Spike, you need to start looking at Kickstarter. And the reason why was because there were two projects. Run to Mars, which was a canceled TV show. They raised $5.5 million on Kickstarter. And then Zach Braff, you might have seen him in his show, on a show called Scrubs, with Brother Man Donald Faison on NBC. He raised $3.5 million. So, when I found out, I went over to the office of Kickstarter and met with the two co-founders, Nancy and Perry, and I just wanted to get as much information as I could. They were tired of me in their office. And then that's when I made, after doing a lot of due diligence and with their guidance, decided to do this Kickstarter. So we have a goal of $1,250,000. That's broken right there, 250. And we're, I think, $1.5 million with 19 days left. And so, as Nisha talked about, I have an attack for why am I on Kickstarter, but my answer is this. I'm an independent filmmaker. I was doing Kickstarter before there was Kickstarter. How do you think we raised the $175,000? But She's Gotta Act, my first film. It was me making phone calls, writing a letter, pen on paper. Remember what a postcard is? Remember what a stamp is? That's what I did. So the principles of Kickstarter were been there forever. So anybody, back in the day, Michelangelo's guys, they had to get money from their patrons. You had to get money from the church to do your stuff, but we commissioned to do something. So the principles are the same, but now we use technology with social media. So here's my feeling that Kickstarter is for everyone.
It is.
And what I'm doing is appealing to the people who like my work for the last 3 decades. And I like to say, Philly's been there from the beginning. Philly. Lebanese Fort Topic, Philadelphia has been behind me from the very beginning. Because I think it was a theater called The Ritz. You guys, black folks run around the block to see She's Gotta Act. Around the block. That was back in 1986. So what I'm doing now with Kickstarter is appealing not just white folks, but appealing anybody who's over the last 30 years, I made you laugh, made you cry. If you got mad and moved you through the garbage can through the window, if you like the way Rosie danced, the opening credits, if you like Kings of Comedy, if you like Denzel Malcolm X, put it down as good for at least 5 hours. 5 hours. And get something for it.
want to open it up